So now here's where this gets interesting. Not only does the world as will and representation influence Nietzsche, but it also influences Richard Wagner. Bless you.
Excuse me.
I didn't pull up. There's an H. And why is Wagner? If you came in early, you noticed that I was playing some Wagner. I was playing Parsifal and talking about the Ring, Hitler's interest in the Ring, and Götterdämmerung. There's the Ring. By the way, if you're familiar with the Lord of the Rings, same kind of ring. Magical ring. You put it on, it gives you all kinds of power over others, etc. This one doesn't make you invisible, though, so that's kind of different. The Ring of Gyges, which was the Plato's story that he used in the Republic, that ring made the wearer invisible. That set the stage for the ring, giving the test. Would you be good or would you mistreat others, etc. So the ring, there's a interesting theme associated with rings, powerful rings. In any case, in the Ring, it's basically a contest of will between Wotan, who's the king of the gods or the head god, and the Nibelungen Lied. Did I say that right? I think so. It's a German Saxon. See how close I came. So there, it's a old story. So Wagner updates it and makes it the Ring. But in any case, Wotan, as the head god, wants to build a Valhall, which is where all the heroes will come. Meanwhile, there's a dwarf, a Nibelung. They live under the ground, Nibelungen. And so the Nibelung, named Alberich, has created a magical ring, and also a Tarnhelm, which is a magical cape. If you read Harry Potter auf Deutsch, a Tarnumhang is his invisibility cloak. Just, Professor Moody has one too. It's not that rare, although his, of course, is unusual. If you're familiar with the Deathly Hallows, etc. Wotan wants the gold, so he and Loge, who's his smart aleck sidekick god, go down and they trick Alberich and they steal his gold, including the ring and the Tarnhelm, etc. And they bring Alberich back where they're building Valhall. The giants have just built Valhall for the gods, and Wotan pays them with the gold, except they don't just want the pile of gold that he gave them. They see that he has a ring on his finger, and they want that too, and he can't stand to give that up, but he has to, so he ends up giving up that. And so the giants take it all off, although first they have a fight over who gets the ring, and the one brother kills the other one. And they're all like, ooh, because Alberich has cursed the ring. And Wotan had it on his finger, so he's been cursed, right? Remember, even Dumbledore puts the ring on and he gets cursed. You don't put the ring on. If you find a magic ring, don't put it on. It's just very important, right? Put it on a chain and hang it around your neck until you get it to Mount Doom, and destroy the dang thing. Sorry, am I crazy? Is this indicating I've had it? In any case, rid of this. So Wotan, has to give up the ring and the gold. So he wants to get it back. So he decides he's going to have some children. He can't steal it back because that would break his spear, which basically covers all the world's contracts. So he would lose his power. He wouldn't be a god anymore if he broke his own law. That's not something that contemporary presidents care about. But clearly, Wotan realizes his power would be destroyed if he broke the law. So he decides he's going to have children who will steal the gold for him. So he has a pair of children by Erda, who is the goddess of earth, and this turns out to be Sigmund and Sieglinde. Sieg means victory. Siegheil means hail victory, right? So Sieg, Mund, and Sieglinde. They're twins. And he's raising them primarily for Sigmund to go and steal the gold from the giant who's turned himself into Fafnir, a dragon. Because with the Tarnhelm, you could make yourself anything, right? So Sigmund is on his way. Wotan sticks a sword, which is Nidlung. Needful is the name in English, right? Into a tree. And so Sigmund comes and finds the sword, and he and Sieglinde run off together. Unfortunately, Fricka, who's the female in charge of marriage and order, points out to him that Sigmund, with a sword that Wotan made, he made Sigmund, he made the sword. If Sigmund kills Fafnir, it's still breaking the law, and it's not a solution. And so she insists that he kill Sigmund before he could go and kill Fafnir. And so Wotan is pissed off. But here's that will. That will in the world is just so frustrating. You plan to avoid the will, and it always gets you, right? So darn it, he has to go and kill Sigmund. So he does. Unbeknownst to him, while Sigmund and Sieglinde were running through the woods, they did things that twins aren't supposed to do, and she's pregnant. Oops, sorry about that. It turns out that the child is Siegfried, which is free victory, right? So basically, Wotan didn't have anything to do with that one, right? And plus, Sieglinde dies at childbirth, and the gnomes or the dwarves raise Siegfried because they know who he is, and they want to make sure that he gets the sword and then goes and kills Fafnir so that they could get the gold back. Is this fun? These are hours-long operas, by the way. It was like Star Wars for the Germans at the time. Even the theater was especially made to put on these performances and everything. But so the end result is Siegfried has these shards from the sword because the sword was destroyed, and so he makes he puts it back together. Bless you. I think I typed it right.